right, lovelies, welcome back to another Chit Chat with Cass. In today's episode, it is all Christmas themed, and for this special occasion, my mom has been nice enough to come and join me for this podcast. So we have a variety of Christmas themed questions to chat about with you during today's episode. Hello.
Merry Christmas.
So I think we have about 20 questions that you guys actually sent me on social media. So thank you to all of you that took the time to send some different questions in. Christmas is your favorite holiday, isn't it? Or is it Halloween?
Christmas.
Christmas and then Halloween? Yeah.
Yes.
I think we're opposite. I love me some Halloween and then Christmas is probably my favorite, or second favorite. So let's go ahead and bring up these lovely questions. So our first question is, what holiday traditions did your family have when you were growing up that you hope will carry on into future generations? Want me to go first?
Sure.
I can't really think of massive traditions that we have, really. I think maybe a more relaxed Christmas morning is something that I prefer, because sometimes I hear crazy stories about people having like a rush Christmas morning and you gotta get up here and rush here and do all that, and a lot of our Christmas days are just super chill, like, you know, wake up, have some hot chocolate, unwrap the gifts, and then chill the rest of the day. It's not like a boom boom boom, you gotta go everywhere. And you know, I think that's something that's a little bit more relaxed feel.
I grew up making homemade cookies with my grandmother on my mom's side. We used to send out lots of Christmas cards and just lots of decorations. We used to decorate a lot.
So just like in general, like Christmassy things to pass on. I really couldn't think of anything specific that we do that's very different from any other family, really. I couldn't really think of anything else. All right, moving on to a fun one, because you know I love me some movies. What are your top 5 favorite Christmas movies? We both said this was difficult because we both like movies and there's so many good ones. I think we have a couple that repeat, potentially. Do you want to talk about or we'll go back and forth, I guess?
Sure.
So what's your first one?
My first one is a movie called Christmas Card.
What's that one about?
It's about a woman that lives in a small town, and she handwrites out and makes Christmas cards for people overseas in our military forces, and it's very, very dear to my heart.
I don't think I've seen that one. Let's see. What's another? I know I have. Oh, I put 3 Days on my list. That's my what is it, Hallmarky, Lifetimey movie that I like for Christmas, and they never play it anymore. And I tried to buy it this year, and no one sells it. But it's basically like this guy that kind of messes up his marriage, and he has like 3 days to fix it type of situation, you know, with that Christmas magic and angels and all that stuff. I really enjoy that movie, and they never play it anymore. It's really sad. What's your second one?
My second one would be Elf. I think it's fun for the whole family, no matter how old you are. It's just got a lot of really cute
We just watched that the other day.
parts in it. Yeah.
Santa! I know him!
Yeah, and they just do so many different funny things in it that it's a very fun one to watch.
She asks me all the time the different food groups for Elf.
Yep.
Like with the candy corn, candy cane, syrup? Is it just the 4? Yeah.
Is the 4 main food groups.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just watched that, and Will Ferrell that's probably one of my favorite movie of his. It's such a good movie. They should make a sequel. I would totally be down for a sequel, but I don't know what it would be. Let's see, what's my second one? My second one is Four Christmases. Oh my god, that movie is so funny. That has Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon in it, and it's basically about them visiting their 4 divorced parents. And so they have 4 Christmases. Oh my god, we quote that movie so much. It's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. It's not like it's funny. I know that Dad likes that movie too.
Yeah.
What's your third?
My third one would be Christmas with the Cranks. That's just It just got Jamie Lee Curtis and Tim Allen in it, and it's just very cute, very funny, and it's one that's good for the whole family too.
Mm-hmm. That's my third one as well. That I have to watch Christmas with the Cranks every year. That's probably the first one I watch, and I probably watch it a couple times during the Christmas season. I love that movie. I saw it in theaters when it first came out, and then just ever since, it's probably been one of my favorite Christmas movies. Yeah. So what, your fourth one?
My fourth one is A Grandpa for Christmas. It has a lot of famous, actors in it, but it's just a very sweet story. Mother doesn't know her father very well because her mom kept her from him, and then when her mom passes away, she gets in a really bad accident, and her dad comes to help her and his granddaughter, which he's never met before, and it pulls at your heartstrings.
Christmas stories are so sad. Christmas stories are so... I feel like with Christmas movies, you have like the polar opposite. You're going to either have the Hallmark movie that will make you cry, or the super funny movie that's like hilarious. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of yours. Okay, what's my fourth one? I put A Diva's Christmas Carol. So that's like a version of A Christmas Carol, but it is with a singer, and she is like basically a stuck-up like musician, and she's like so famous she treats everyone like crap type of situation. But it has like the Hollywood spin on it. It's a more modern take of the classic A Christmas Carol. So I definitely like that one, and that stars Vanessa Williams is the main character in that one.
Right. Okay, my fifth one is The Christmas Tree That Saved Christmas. This is one actually I saw last year for the first time, and it's just a very sweet story about a girl going back to her small town from when she lived in New York and helping her family on their tree farm, and it's a really, really good one.
She does. My mom watches a lot of the TV Christmas movies that come out. Like, that's her thing during the Christmas season. While I'm more, I have some on my list, obviously, but I do a lot of the more, like, famous Hollywood movies. I don't get into so much of the, like, Hallmark or Lifetime movies, but I do watch some of them. Obviously, 3 Days is one of those, but... And my fifth one is Christmas Vacation, because it plays, like, on repeat during the Christmas season, and we can watch it anytime. And oh my god, that movie is so funny. If you don't know, it's part of the like vacation movies with Chevy Chase and his family, but this one obviously centers around Christmas. And if you haven't seen this movie, you should watch it, because their family is insane and it's so funny. And Cousin Eddie and
it's a very good one for the family too. Their family comes to stay at the house with them, and they pick up one of the Christmas presents, and it's meowing. So I mean, it's got a lot of really funny things in it. So yeah, it is a good one to
Shitter's
watch.
Full. Honey, you check our shitter? But yeah, so those would be our top 5 movies. Of course, there are so many other really good ones. What's some honorable mentions that we watch? We did watch Home Alone. The Santa Claus movies we love also. Deck the Halls is one that a lot of people don't talk about, but it's a funny movie. Mm-hmm. It's another cute one. Any other honorable mentions? So...
Scrooged.
Oh, Scrooged. Yeah, that's Dad's favorite.
Yeah.
Yep. Scrooged is a good one. I think that's it. Well, there's probably about a million more. I actually did, on my main channel, I did a DVD store roleplay of some kind last year. So if you want to see some more holiday Christmas movies that we have, you can check out that video too. Alright, so we are moving on to the next question. Oh, this one, it says, what's the best holiday vacation you've ever had? Where did you go? What did you do? Who joined you? So, I took this question as like a vacation during Christmas. And we haven't really done that. We haven't done like a specific Christmas vacation, if you will. The only thing that we could think of was trips to my grandparents' house when I was little, and that's just into the mountains, really. It's not like a plane ride or anything like that. That was like all we could think of, really, right?
Yeah.
So we don't really have like a, it's not like Home Alone where we like took a trip to Paris or, whatever that rich family does. What was your experience when you learned Santa wasn't real? What was your experience?
I don't remember. I honestly do not remember. I know I've always loved Christmas, believed in the magic of Christmas and of Santa and everything, and I honestly...
You don't remember when you stopped believing?
I don't remember I stopped.
I remember perfectly. I was a lot older than a lot of my friends, so I started asking questions about Santa Claus, and believe it or not, I found out that Santa Claus wasn't real in Target. We were shopping at Target, and I was like, so these friends of mine, they said Santa's not real. And you were like, and then you told me, and I was like, Santa's not real? But I got over it. But I think it was actually a good time for me to stop believing in Santa, because I feel like around that time, my cousin was getting older to believe into Santa, so I was kind of in on it with helping, with younger relatives, like, and helping their Santa Claus experience, if you will. But yeah, I found out in Target. What is your favorite holiday food or drink? Well, both, I guess.
Favorite holiday drink used to always be eggnog, but this year my daughter had me try a eggnog latte, adding white mocha.
At Starbucks. And I am addicted. I mentioned that in my vlog, guys, that was like my drink this year, and I got her hooked on it. And she doesn't even drink coffee, and she's been drinking, she's like, I need a latte.
Very bad, very addictive. My favorite holiday food is just random. You can eat it year round, but I love mashed potatoes with homemade gravy.
Comfort food.
Yep, comfort food. Actually, favorite.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so my favorite holiday drink is like any form of a peppermint coffee. So I just love peppermint this time of year, like candy canes and all that jazz. And so it can be like a peppermint latte, or a peppermint white mocha is one of my favorites, a regular peppermint mocha, a peppermint hot chocolate even. Just the whole peppermint vibe with Christmas is my favorite. And then like a food is just like holiday sweets, I guess you could say. The different candies we got that I showed you guys, or like holiday cookies, or baking, like just the types of sweets that you make specifically around the holiday season is probably a favorite of mine. What is your most fondest holiday memory?
For me, it would have to be making homemade cookies and fudge and divinity with my mom's mom, my grandma. She was always cooked anything to perfection, and canned and stuff, and she would always invite us cousins out to spend the night, and we'd make homemade cookies and candy with her, and that's one of my fondest ones.
I had a hard time thinking about this, which just says that my childhood was horrible. No, I'm kidding. My mind actually went to one that's after Christmas, though. So, I mean, it's kind of like extended into the new year, I guess, like December into January. My mind went to a year where we had over a week off of school because of all the snow. And my friend was actually staying with us because her mom went out of town, and then her mom couldn't get back in town. So my best friend ended up staying with us throughout all of the snow days that we had. And I'm not even a big fan of snow these days, but I just remember all of the neighborhood kids were out in the snow. There was no school for like a week and some, I feel like. It was so long, and it was right after Christmas and into the new year. And it was just kind of a fun little childhood memory, I guess you could say. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Okay, this takes me back to when I was a kid. It's one of my favorites, is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I've always liked the story of Rudolph, and just think it's really neat that kids can believe it, into him and Santa, and so that would have to be...
Moral of the story, don't be a bully.
Exactly.
Everyone's a bully to Rudolph. Don't be a bully to Rudolph. Little jackasses. Rude children. Or what would you call a baby reindeer? I don't know what a baby reindeer is called. So my favorite Christmas song has always been Baby It's Cold Outside, and it still kind of is. People like to say it's the rapey song, But I actually read this like in-depth article about how it's not the other day, and that's like how I always took the song, but I don't know. People can have their opinions. But another one that I really like that I'm realizing has been a favorite is Carol of the Bells. I realized this when I looked at my phone and realized I have 6 versions of Carol of the Bells on my Christmas playlist. So I think I might like Carol of the Bells.
Yeah.
But Baby It's Cold Outside I still really like. And my favorite version of that is the more newer version with Haley Reinhart and Casey Abrams. They were both from American Idol, and they do a really good cover of Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yeah.
Next up, we have, what is your favorite Christmas tree decoration and why?
My favorite decoration is glitter ornaments. I loved whether they be silver or gold or brown, any color of the rainbow, it doesn't matter. I just love to hang them on the tree, and then the way that the Christmas lights on the tree play off of them is my ultimate
And we have
favorite.
some of those this year.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of boring. I like the lights. Well, like, seriously, I feel like I could have, like, a bare tree with just the lights, and it makes the room look cozy and Christmassy, and, like, any sort of lights. Like, our lights this year are just clear white ones, but then we went out to my grandma's house and decorated her tree, and her lights are colorful, but still, it just looks so pretty with the twinkling lights. You didn't even need the ornaments. Of course, the ornaments help, but my favorite is just the lights on the tree, or even if you see, like, lights outside wrapped around a tree. I think it's very pretty. And then we have, would you ever consider having one Christmas of your life in a Southern Hemisphere summer? I know this is from my friend that lives in New Zealand. That's why she's probably asking. Would you ever?
I would love that, yeah. I would love to go, someplace else and just... Even it would mainly even be like a different country, so you could go during the Christmas time and see what their traditions are and see how they celebrate it. Yeah. And yeah, because I love Christmas so much. I can do Christmas movies year round, and yeah, I would really enjoy that.
See, I think I would be interested in visiting different areas or countries in the month of December because everyone's Christmassy. I don't know if I'd want to go on Christmas because I feel like I'd want to be home for Christmas, like Eve day, that type of thing. But for the month of December, like, I've thought about that a lot. Like, I've always wanted to see Christmas in New York. That sounds just, I know it's like movie magic, but it sounds amazing. Same with London, a Christmas in London or Paris. Those type of places, you just, like, when I imagine that type of Christmas, it just seems like so movie magic and pretty. But I don't know if I would want to go, like, on actual Christmas. I guess it would just depend. Favorite holiday animated TV special?
Mine would be a cartoon, Adventures in Santa Claus. It's one where they kind of explain how Santa Claus comes about, and it's a little bit different than some of, like, Santa Claus is coming to town and stuff. They really kind of go on to it and see, why is Santa still around and this and that. And it's got a lot of other characters in it, like Mother Nature and Father Time and the Easter Bunny. And
does that one look like the, like, almost vintage? Like, it's not a cartoon, is it? Like, I don't know how to describe that. Like the Santa Claus is coming to town look.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I don't know how to describe
that. It's very beautiful. But yeah, it has all those different people in it, and it is just a really good way to explain who Santa Claus is and how he came about.
Mine is A Year Without Santa Claus. I really like that one and the style of it and everything, and I love me some Heat Miser and what's his brother? What is it?
Oh,
Ice. What is it?
Oh, I can't think.
Ice Miser or Cold? Dude, that dude, I feel crappy that I don't know his name. Mr. Heat Miser. that one's. I love those ones, and then I love that they fight, and then I love that their mom yells at them.
Yes.
But there's other parts of that movie that I enjoy, but I do like the two brothers a lot in that. What is your favorite holiday color?
It would have to be chartreuse green.
Which I thought was pink. Guys, I thought chartreuse was pink.
No,
am I alone?
It's apparently
just it's green.
Gorgeous light green. About maybe 4 or 5 years ago, it was like everywhere at Christmas time.
It's kind of like a darker lime green.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it's just really glistening and very, very pretty. I love
dark red.
Favorite.
My hair is dark red, has been forever, and I love me a red lip during the holiday season, but just in general, I tend to gravitate to more of like a dark red during the holidays. I think it's very pretty. Let's see. Have you ever had a white Christmas?
Yes. When we went and visited my mom that lives in the mountains, we woke up to snow everywhere.
And this is when I was pretty young.
Yes, she was very little. So I've never had one where we live, but we did.
Even in your childhood?
Not that I can
I don't think I
remember,
had
no.
one in my childhood either. Like, we've had snow, obviously, in the winter months, but actually on Christmas Day, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Besides, like, Grandma's house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think so. I know that, I know, like, back east, that's, like, you probably get that, like, it's a given to have a white Christmas, I would assume, but over here in the Pacific Northwest, it's a little bit more rare, although last year we got enough snow to last me, like, 5 years. I don't like snow.
I love it as long as I stay home. If I have to stay home,
it's pretty to look at, but then it's like, I'm just over it. Do you start Christmas shopping on Black Friday or wait until last minute?
I'm usually in the middle. I don't do the Black Friday thing, and I don't really do the day before or Christmas Eve. So I'm kind of like right in the middle of that.
I used to be in the middle, although the last couple of years, and including this year, Black Friday, online shopping. I don't go out with the crazies. I'm not going to fight over a TV. But like on my computer, online Black Friday shopping, I've gotten so much of my Christmas shopping done already. And then it just ships to me. So easy. So much easier. But I do, like, do it a little bit in the middle still, too. Not last minute. Oh, my God. I can't. The crowds, that's a panic attack waiting to happen going into those stores, like, on Christmas Eve. Is your Christmas tree real or fake?
This year, it is a fake one.
It's been a fake one for the last couple years. We have animals. They like to eat the tree. But for most of my childhood, we'd go and cut one. And my grandma's that we decorated was real, and it smelled amazing. So now we want to get spray so that our tree smells better, because it's just fake. But it's a very pretty tree. I don't know when this podcast is going up, but you might be able to see my Christmas tree show and tell video on my main channel and on my vlog. I'm doing Vlogmas, where I vlog, for the Christmas season. So that's on this second channel here. All right. Are you a pro present wrapper, or do you fail miserably?
I'm a pro.
She's a pro.
I do the special corners, and it doesn't matter what shape the box is.
You should go wrap at the mall.
I could. I love doing that. Yeah.
I do not. I hate Christmas wrapping. I've actually done a couple Christmas wrapping videos the last couple years because people request them so crazy. I got a bunch of requests this year. I'm not doing it. I suck so bad. I'm horrible at it, and you know what? People gave me shit about it last year that I didn't know how to wrap a present right. So you know what? I'm not going to put myself through that again.
Gift bags.
Gift bag, yes.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, some of the presents that I ordered this year are like coming like not fully wrapped, so I can actually see it, but it's like coming in a pretty little thing, and it's like, oh, it's done. Wonderful. Have you ever gone Christmas caroling?
Nope.
I did.
Have never.
I did. I went with Grandma's church, and I was highly disappointed because I didn't know any of the songs. I wouldn't even, none of them were Christmas songs. I'm not a religious person, so maybe they were religious songs, but they didn't even, I feel like, didn't have to do with Christmas. They were, random songs that I didn't know, and I was really young when I went, so I couldn't read music at that time. We had, the books open, and people were reading the music and just, sight reading it. And that was before I was in choir, before I was in orchestra, to know how to sight read music. So, yeah, that was not a good experience for me, and it was cold, and it was raining, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I've never done it. I've only actually had one time that Christmas carolers came to my dad's house one time, and that was really neat to see and hear.
I don't think I've even seen a Christmas caroler anywhere. I want the ones from Christmas with the Cranks, where they go up to the window and are like, Frosty the Snowman. And it's like a horror movie scene. Okay. Do you own an ugly Christmas sweater?
No, I don't. I'm surprised with as much as I love Christmas that you would think I'd have one, but I don't.
I don't think mine's ugly. I just got that Muggle Christmas sweater. It says, Merry Christmas, you filthy Muggle. instead of animal like Home Alone, but it's like a Harry Potter themed sweater. It's super cute, so I don't think it's ugly. But I want a Star Wars Christmas sweater, but they are so expensive. Oh my god, like they're so expensive. Disney, you are worth billions. Lower the prices on your sweaters. Have you ever tried fruitcake?
Yes.
How was it?
It was good. I've tried store-bought fruitcake. Don't like it. But when my grandmother made it homemade, and she would put a little bit of extra rum in it, the fruit was dried, but it was really, really
So you have to be drunk
moist.
to enjoy it.
Yeah, maybe.
I've never had fruitcake. I think movies have ruined fruitcake for me.
Yeah.
Like, what's the movie like where everyone keeps gifting the same fruitcake? I can't even remember what that is.
I'm not sure.
And then there's that Munsters Christmas movie where they turn Santa into a fruitcake.
That's amazing.
Yeah. See, not a fruitcake person. All right, let's see. Something you don't like about winter.
Driving on ice.
Ice.
Yes. Yeah.
This is why I don't like snow will turn into ice. This is my big issue with it. And because our area doesn't get snow that often, people are stupid or the roads aren't prepared or all of this. It's just not a good situation. But they're claiming it's going to be better this year if we get snow because they're more prepared for last year. Mm-hmm. Last year, the kids had a good 2 weeks off.
Oh yeah.
Because of the ice and snow.
It hit us so hard.
That it would, and it was probably be nothing to like the East Coast, but the roads just weren't prepared. The bus drivers weren't prepared. So the kids at schools had so many snow days last year.
Yeah, the freeways and bridges were all like covered. People couldn't get through on them or anything.
People left their cars everywhere. Mm-hmm. I remember we would drive or walk. I walked a lot to different places, and there was abandoned cars everywhere on the side of the road. Yeah. No one. Oh, jeez. All right. Our final question is favorite winter scent, whether that be a candle or oil, just a favorite winter scent.
I love cranberry, the scent of cranberry.
And that's what specific Yankee candle is that?
It's called cranberry chutney.
Yeah.
And it's just you can light it and it does the whole house.
Yeah,
Just
it smells good.
Amazing. Yeah.
I have like two. It's either if I'm doing my essential oils, it's a peppermint oil that I put in my diffusers, and that smells amazing for like the Christmas season. Or for a candle, I like Christmas cookie from Yankee Candle. Mm-hmm. It's like a sugary goodness. It smells like you've been baking all day and fills the whole house up too. That's another really good one. Mm-hmm. So, folks, that was 20 Christmas questions that you lovely sent in to my social media. I hope that it put you in the Christmas spirit and you enjoyed our answers. Thank you to my mom for joining me on this Christmas podcast. Did you have fun?
I had fun.
Yeah, she's my first guest, guys.
Hopefully everybody has a fun and safe holiday season.
Yep. In the coming weeks, we're probably going to have another guest on this podcast, so look out for that because there's a certain movie coming out on the 15th, guys. So, dun dun dun. She's rolling her eyes at me. But she doesn't know she has to go see it with us too. She's gonna go see it. You have to go see it. You have to go see Star Wars. If you are in this family, you have to go see the movie. It's very simple, and it's Carrie's last movie, so you have to go see it. All right, lovelies, thank you so much for listening, and I will catch you guys in the next Chit Chat with Cass. Bye now.